Jennifer's here from Heritage Humane Society, so let's get after it. What do you say?
This Heritage Humane Society's Paws for Paws segment is proudly sponsored by Mermaid Books.
Ooh, I love that music. And you know what that means? We have Jennifer here from the Heritage Humane Society, as I mentioned a couple of seconds ago, and she's brought in the most adorable doggy by the name of Brody. So good morning, Jennifer, and good morning, Brody.
Good morning. How are you doing?
We are doing well, and so glad you came over. And you know, it seems like the weeks fly by.
I know.
I'm riding into work today. I said, oh, today's Tuesday. Jennifer's going to be here with Heritage Humane Society. And lo and behold, here you are.
Yeah, it's getting close to June. It's summertime, feels like.
Well, yesterday really felt like summertime, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, tell us about Mr. Brody over there.
Yeah, so Brody is very much very energetic doggy.
I've noticed that.
He, if you're looking for a dog that you're looking to play with, go for walks with, he would be your guy. He has the biggest smile ever. If you actually go to our website and look at his photo, when he has his tongue sticking out, it looks like he has the biggest grin possible. So he'd be a great dog if you love to go outside, go for walks, if you have a big backyard. Definitely not a couch potato. He's definitely a little bit puppy-like still. He's rolling around on the ground right now.
Yeah, you have your hands full over
I do,
there.
yes. Yeah. It's a good thing I have 2 toddlers at home, so I have lots
you're
of practice.
used to all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
But definitely come to Heritage Humane Society. We're open Tuesday through Sunday, 12 to 4:30, and come meet him. We also have some other great dogs to meet, and we have a lot of cats and kittens right now. So we're looking for a lot of pets to get adopted this week.
Well, you know, last week we had Bruce Almighty on with us, and lo and behold, I'm perusing your website late last week, and Bruce disappeared.
Yeah.
So Bruce was adopted.
He was.
This thing is working.
It is. Yeah. He got adopted this weekend, which is great. We actually had a pretty great weekend. We had 24 adoptions this past weekend. So a lot of cats and dogs got adopted. We were out at PetSmart.
That's what I was going to say. It was out at PetSmart at Monticello?
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah,
yep. So we had the adoption weekend there where we had some cats, and we also brought some adoptable dogs. Brody was actually there this weekend. So we got a lot of people that came in and took some of the animals that really needed a great home. So we're very happy, but we still have a lot of other animals that need some good homes. So we want to keep the numbers going. So definitely, if you're in the market for a dog or a kitty, we have a lot of great options right now.
And also, last week, it was on the 14th of May, I believe. Mm-hmm. It was 1 week ago today, and that's a National Day of Giving. Mm-hmm. And I was astounded to read how much you folks raised over at Heritage Humane Society. So a little drum roll here, and without further ado.
Yeah, so Give Local 757 was this past Tuesday on the 14th.
That's right.
And that's a local giving day, so nonprofits throughout Hampton Roads, people donate to their favorite charities, and we had a lot of great community members that kind of stepped up and donated. Every donation was doubled that day. Mm-hmm. So if you donated $10, it ended up being $20 for the homeless pets, and we ended up raising over $20,000 in 24 hours.
$20,000 in 24 hours. Oh, that's wonderful.
So all of it will go right back to the pets for their medical care and the supplies that we need to be able to take care of pets like Brody. So we're so appreciative of all of the community members that helped us out.
Yeah. And, you know, maybe I'm a little bit biased. Well, I make no excuses about it. I am very biased when it comes to Heritage Humane Society. But I can't think of a better nonprofit charity in which you could give money, because you do not euthanize anything, do you?
Yeah, we definitely never for time or space. Like we've had cats that have been at our facility for over a year. So we always try to find kind of unique ways for the longer residents. So yeah, we
like
always
working cats and
exactly.
things
Yep, we
like
have
that.
our great career cat program, our barn cat program for feral cats. We do reach out to rescues and other places. So we always try to find the best outcome for all of the critters that we get through our doors.
And they were talking on the Weather Channel last night about the possibility of the first named storm of the season out in the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Well, I don't think they've come up with a name yet. But the reason I bring this up is because of the wonderful work that you folks did down in South Carolina with, was it Hurricane Florence, was it, back in last September?
Yeah.
And you actually brought in a lot of dogs and cats that were abandoned and stray or left astray, due to the storm.
That's right. Yeah.
And I remember we had some of those animals on with us. Back,
we
leading up to Christmas, by the way.
We still have one, actually, a cat named Isla, who is still at the shelter from that bunch. She's the last one that hasn't been adopted yet.
Wouldn't it be great if the owners or the former owners saw that on the web or something and came up to Williamsburg and readopted?
Yeah, that would be so sweet.
Wouldn't that be fabulous?
And she's a great kitty. We actually in February we had the cat show, and we put her as a contestant in the cat show, and she got a ribbon and everything. She's a sweet black and white kitty cat. So yeah, it was over, I think, 20 animals that we ended up rescuing from Hurricane Florence.
I remember that.
2 of our staff members, Diana, our operations manager, was one of the ones that went down, but we picked up some dogs and cats and brought them back. So yeah, we try to help out as much as possible whenever we have room and space.
Which is all the more reason that you should donate to the Heritage Humane Society.
Exactly.
Now tell us about, we've got camp coming up. As you mentioned a couple of minutes ago, summer is almost here.
Yes.
And those slots have been filling up very, very fast.
They have, yep.
I think you have just a few left, right?
Yeah, our last week of camp, which is the August 19th through the 22nd, that one's completely full. So we still have a few slots in the other weeks, but they're filling up pretty quick. So if you have a rising 1st through 3rd grader or a rising 4th through 6th grader that's looking to do a week-long camp, Brody's apparently going to be part of it too.
Brody can't wait for camp to start.
Brody saw a shadow, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it's for animal lovers. You'll get a chance to learn what it takes to take care of the animals at the shelter. We also have great presentations and experts that come to talk to the kids about the animal field. And then the older kids camp is actually going to be going to Foxwire Farms for the day to learn about farm animals like alpacas and cows and horses. So it'll be a great week. If you're interested in learning more about the camps, go to heritagehumane.org/camp, and you can learn more about what we'll be doing and also the weeks that are still open.
And tell us about some of the things that you have coming up the next couple of weeks. Oh, yeah. Of course, Brody is here.
Brody's like, excuse me, I thought this whole segment was going to be about me.
He thought it's all about me, right?
So we do have on June 1st, we do actually have Tales on the Trail coming up, that's a Saturday. So we partner with James City County Parks and Rec. It's always the first Saturday of June is National Trails Day. So we do Tales on the Trail, where we have people come out and walk their dogs on the trails, and we actually will have information about the trails that are going to be available this summer. We'll have information about the shelter. We'll have adoptable dogs there walking the trails too. So go to our website if you want to learn more. It's also on our Facebook page, but we're going to be out there in the morning time, and we're going to get active with our dogs because we have some great places that you can walk around and get some exercise with your pups this summer.
No, that sounds wonderful. And Brody, do you have any parting words before we wrap up our interview with Jennifer this morning?
Brody, do you want to talk?
Can you speak?
He's like, I have something that smells really good over here.
Yeah. He's detected where you're keeping the treats. Yeah. Very, very clever. Well, Jennifer, thank you for coming in this morning. As always, look forward to this and lots of luck to getting Brody a forever home.
Yeah, definitely go to the website to learn more about him.
Yeah, and I was that close to calling you about Bruce Almighty, but he's gone to
sweet.
a forever home
Yes,
as well.
which is
So that's
great.
good. Very, very good. 23 minutes after 9 o'clock, and this portion of our program is brought to you by Mermaid Books in the Pause for Pause segment with Jennifer from Heritage Humane Society.
Mermaid Books is proud to have sponsored this Pause for Pause segment. Mermaid Books, used and rare books, antiques, vintage postcards, classic fiction, children's books, and of course, books about all creatures great and small.